Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to the session. Today, here's our first question. So let's see the first question on error spotting. What do we have as the first question? For the Congress which have won any state election barring Punjab, what is the meaning of the word barring? Barring, I'm sure all of you know the meaning. It means except for, okay? So except for Punjab, after 2014, a victory here would help it cash on it elsewhere, boosting its campaign in other states which go to the polls later in the year. Now, as I started reading this statement, it was very obvious that the first, that is A, has an error. Can you identify the error and let me know what is the error? Which has, okay, yes, so has is the error in the first half of this statement. Yes, you're right, which have, it is written, should be changed to has. Okay, there's another error in this statement. Can you tell me what else do we have over here as the error? Which has, okay, for the Congress which has not won any state election, and which other part has the error. So you have to tell me the combination, like you can see in the option, what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to choose the combination, and what sort of combination you're supposed to choose. The combination in which both parts have error. Okay, so A is one of them, so we will strike out 3, 4 and 5. Remaining is A and D has error, or A and C has error. Which one? Okay, so C has error, and the error is cash on. When cash is being used as a phrase, okay, it is being used as a phrase. The phrase goes like this: cash in and not cash on. And what is the meaning of cash in? It means to not just, it's not something that is always related to, since the word cash is there, it can be related to money, but it can also mean to get money or advantage. Okay, advantage from an event or situation, right? So that is the meaning of cash in it elsewhere. Okay, so A and C has error. Okay, when you say in cash means getting something in the form of cash. Okay, so if you are giving liquid money and you're getting back cash, that is in cashing. In cash, something is basically getting cash out of it. Cash in, on the other hand, is just it can be pertaining to cash, or it can also be pertaining to taking advantage of a situation. All right, moving on to the next question. Utilization, yeah, almost right. Okay, you're right, Shivam. Okay, moving on to the next question. Here's your next question. More importantly, the party is now attempting to forge a district social support based across the country, which involves overt recognition to religious belonging as a counterweight to Hindutva agenda, reaching out the farming community as a whole, and holding forth as the champion of the backward classes, the minorities and the poor. Which one is the right, which part of the statement has error? Can you identify? More importantly, the party is now attempting to forge a distinct social support based across. Okay, now first things first, we know that whenever based on, yes, social support based on is the right, would be the right usage. Okay, so A has error. Again, we strike out B, C and B. Okay, now again we have two options, either D or C. So which one has the error? The country which involves overt recognition to religious belonging as a counterweight to Hindutva agenda, reaching out the farming community as a whole, and holding forth as the champion of the backward classes, the minorities and the poor. Okay, so what is overt? Overt is the opposite of covert. Okay, covert is, you know what covert is, right? Covert operations. Covert operations are ones that are hidden and secretive and done in the shadows or something like that. And overt is open, okay, something that is yes, disclosed to everyone, and it's something that is shown to everyone, not something that is done secretively, okay. So it is opposite of covert, okay. So something that is done or shown openly, okay. That is the meaning. Now let's get back to the question. What is the second part? Which part has the error? The next one. Answer, guys. If it is going to take this long, then how will we solve so many questions? We have to solve a lot of questions, error spotting questions. So quickly keep answering and mentioning the options that you think has the error and why do you think it has an error. What is the error? Yes, C has error. And what error does C have? Can you tell me? Soni Priyanka says on a whole. No, that is not the error. The error is there is a missing preposition over here. Reaching out to the farming community as a whole. Reaching out to. Okay. So if you see the statement, you see something missing right over here, because it just says reaching out the farming community as a whole, reaching out to the farming community as a whole. Okay, so there is a missing preposition over here. This one was tricky one, so let's see the next one. If you're able to solve this one, then good, because this one is easy. In other words, the Congress has increasingly veering. Okay, veering, what is the meaning of veering? Change direction suddenly. Okay, going off track. Veering around a package of values such respect to religious commitment, social justice and equality and human dignity as its mantras, without necessarily disowning secularism. If I read it like this, it does not make any sense. There are a lot of grammatical mistakes. So I'll give it to you guys. Where is the error and what is the error? In other words, Congress, instead of has, it should be is increasingly veering round, okay, because we are talking about what is Congress doing, okay. It is increasingly veering round a package of values such as respect to religious commitment, social justice and equality and human dignity as its mantras, without necessarily disowning secularism. Yes, A has error, so A is definitely the one, and then we have B as the error. Round a package of values such respect to, such as, because we are giving examples, okay. So before giving examples, we use such as respect to religious commitment, social justice and equality and human dignity as its mantra, without necessarily disowning secularism. So 2 is the right answer. In other words, Congress, okay, this is, what is this? Increasingly. You can also change it to, in other words, Congress has been increasingly varying, but it should not just have the word has, because like I said in the previous, when I was discussing this question, Congress, we are discussing what they are doing and what they are not doing. So Congress, instead of has, it should be is. Or if you are saying, then the right tense would be has been. Okay, increasingly varying round a package of values such as respect to religious commitment, social and equality. Okay. Okay. Understand that this is an adverb. Okay. And this, what is this? Veering. To veer is a verb. Okay. So is would be the better choice over here. Present continuous. Yes. Okay, moving on to the next question. Caste has always been an okay, I corrected the error right here. There is an error which is very obvious. Before a vowel sound, you do not use the article you use the article an. Okay, so A has error. Now let's find out, it's either B or D. Since wider ideologies struggle such as non-Brahmanism in the erstwhile Madras or Bombay provinces, or socialism in Kerala and the United Andhra Pradesh had not leave much of a trace here. My God, definitely D has error, not B. What is the error? Okay, so Priyanka has a question, how to know that this sentence should be in perfect tense? Regardless of what we are talking about, any given sentence has to be in perfect tense. Okay, so you follow the timeline, you start from where they have started. Okay, if it is in present tense, you see if the all the incidents are aligning to the present tense. Now remember, tenses only work on verbs, so you just have to be careful with the verbs. So the verbs that are being used should be in the same tense as we are speaking. So let's say we are planning something of the future, so the verbs should be, the main verb and the auxiliary verb should be pertaining to, or should be directed towards the future. Present, I'm sure you know this. Okay, I'm just clarifying this, that you know when to use which part of which speech or which tense you use when. Okay, I hope you know that, because unless you know which tense to use in which sentence, you will not be able to figure out whether the sentence is in the perfect tense or not. Okay, so first of all, understand the usage of every tense. For example, whenever we have to, when do we use simple present tense? There are very limited usage of every tense that we use. Okay, so for example, simple present tense is always used when we talk about universal truth, when we talk about habits, when we give information. Newspaper commentaries, all these are always refer to things in simple, the headlines, not the entire newspaper. Headlines, commentaries always go in simple present tense. Okay, so these are the things that simple present tense covers. So if you see something which is in the simple present tense and is not following any of these, I mean none of these uses match, then it is in the wrong tense. Okay, so understand the usage of each tense, when it is used, what timeline do they follow, when can we not use it, so on and so forth. So again, have to be very thorough with your tenses. Okay, had not leave much of a trace. Had not leave, first of all, the combination itself is wrong. Okay, you do not use had not. Once you're using past perfect, then had not, which form of verb will we use? Left. Had not left a trace, much of a trace. Okay, so instead of leave, it should be left. V2 form, that is the past form, since it is past perfect, past form. Alright, moving on to the next question. In the 1970s, Devraj Urz, the then chief minister, have tried to reinforce the base of the Congress party among the backward classes, the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes and minorities by land reforms and an assertive reservation policy, and undercut the importance of Lingyats and Vokalingas, the two dominant communities. Okay, now like I think it is very obvious in this question also, A definitely has the error, has an error, because it says in 1970, here is the name of the person, the then chief minister. So why are we using a verb which is used for plural subjects? It should be, instead of have, it should be has. Try to reinforce the base of Congress. Now the only option that we have left is either C or B. So let's see, the Congress party among the backward classes, the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes and minorities by land reform and an assertive reservation policy. Which one, B or C? Here this one is very tricky, and I'll tell you, I'll give you an explanation. Okay, President, I'll give you an explanation as to why I'm making the changes. So the error here, if you haven't figured it out, the Congress party among the backward classes, the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes and minorities, through, again preposition related error, through land reforms and an assertive reservation policy. So let's just quickly go through the difference between by and through. When do we use by and when do we use through? Anyone has any idea when do we use by and when do we use through? I'll give you all the usage of by, okay? It is used as a location, by this place, next to or something. Mode of transportation, right? By car, by bike. A time period, I'll be home by this time. Ownership, this was written by me or produced by him. Amount, he has defeated him by a margin or something. Size or margin, it can be amount, size, margin, any of this. The manner of something, manner of something, all by his own. Origin, and finally we have a result. Okay, these are the places where you use by, okay, as a result. Okay, a result. Now through is used for location, okay, as in when you from one location you go to another location, so you cross something, that is when you use through. Completion of an activity, time, the manner in which something is. This one, last one, is important because this is what we have in this question. Something is, the then Chief Minister, what did he do? He tried to reinforce the base of Congress party. And how did he do that? Through land reforms, not by land reforms, through land reforms and an assertive reservation policy. Okay, so that's why we will use through and not by in this question. I hope that is clear to all of you. Alright, I hope that is clear. Let's move on to the next question then. Now the next set of error spotting questions, these are very easy. You just have to look at the question, you just have to tell which option has the error, and then we will discuss what is the error. And again, you don't just have to give me the number, you have to give an explanation as to why this option has an error. Why do you think this option has an error? Alright, and what is the error? Alright, so this is the question. Modi is 5th Indian Prime Minister to speak to a joint Congress session in the past 3 decades and the second from the BJP to do it. By means, okay guys, start. Where is the error and what is the error? Come on. From the BJP to and second from the BJP. Second of the BJP. Second from. Okay, so the entire statement is talking about giving information about Prime Minister Modi. Okay, so it says Modi is the 5th Indian Prime Minister to speak, that is fine, to the joint Congress session, in the past 3 decades, and the second from the BJP to do it. Okay, now second from BJP is also fine. There is no preposition related error. There's just a small tweak that you need to make. Second from BJP to do so instead of do it. Okay, because whenever we are mentioning the same thing, it is not very clear, so to do so we say. Okay, moving on to the next question then. The SEA, body of edible oil producers, filed a complaint against Patanjali to claim that its advertisement for Kachi Ghani oil is misleading and derogatory. Okay, where is the error? This one I think is quite easy. When I was reading it, it was very evident where the error is. So I think all of you know the meaning of the word derogatory, but I'm still gonna tell you because derogatory is a very, very common word. Okay, it is an adjective and it is used quite often. Okay, it's just having a disrespecting something. Okay, it's just disrespectful. Alright, that is the meaning of derogatory. claiming that, to claim that yes, that is the error, you are right, so the error is in part 3. Alright, instead of to claim, you are supposed to make it claiming that. Alright, the SEA, a body of edible oil producers, filed a complaint against Patanjali to claim that, instead of to claim that, it should be claiming that. This is their claim, right? That the advertisement for Kachi Ghani is misleading and derogatory. Okay, so claiming that would be a better choice of tense. All right, next one, let's see what do we have the next one. Good going, guys. Let's move on to the next one. After a great deal of legal wrangling, Jawan who insisted for growing a beard on religious ground has been terminated by the army and termed an undesirable soldier. There is a preposition related error over here. That was a hint. Now try solving it. It's something that is very simple, and whenever you use it also, you will always use it in the same manner. Okay, so what is it that I'm talking about? Insisted for. Have you ever used insisted for? Never. It is always the preposition that goes along. Insist is insisted on. Okay, not for. Insisted on. Alright, so there we have the error. Part 2 has the error. Alright, part 2, I think. Yes, you think right. Insisted on. Yes. Okay, next one. Hurry up. Next one. Alibaba Group has launched Privacy Night. I think it should be Night. India's first free app lock with face lock feature that enables users to unlock their protected apps through a 1 second selfie. Where is the error? Come on, guys, where is the error? No error. Yes, Shubham is right. There is no error in this statement. It is absolutely fine. No error. Last error spotting question, and then we have one more para jumbles and we are done with the session. Okay, so let's see this one. Fast Films, a startup engaged in regional film streaming, has patented a technology that would help user of its mobile apps send high-definition movies to their friends with close to no data usage in just about 10 seconds. Okay, in just about 10 seconds. For is the wrong preposition here. So the pattern that we are seeing in SBI papers is that you have to be very, very thorough with your prepositions, because that's where they catch you. Okay, and preposition is huge. You have to know a lot of rules. There are few prepositions which have exceptions. Sometimes use then prepositional phrases. Verbal prepositions are there, so you have to be thorough with all of it, which preposition goes along with which phrase and so on and so forth. Okay, so prepositions, be very careful with it. Okay, now that was the last question on error spotting. Let's just quickly solve one para-jumble question, and so I'll show you the question, you try solving it, give me the answer, and we are done. Okay, very simple one. C will be the starting statement. Okay, so that much information I can work with. Okay, yoga and Tai Chi, slow motion martial art, use breathe and consciousness. Okay, should I read it once, the entire thing? I think I should do that. Okay, the relationship between, option A says relationship between yoga and Tai Chi is important as both aim to balance the movement of the body connected with deep breathing. Okay, so we are establishing the relation over here. First we have to introduce yoga and Tai Chi, and this is the introduction. Okay, so C is definitely the first one. Okay, now the relation between these two form the mandatory pair, I think. Master up the energies and balance the body with open mind, give your heart a smile and move with a single stroke continuously. Yes, one must learn how to relate Tai Chi and yoga with actual purpose of life. Every flow of your body must coincide with the natural force. Okay, so this is what we have got. So we have got C and A. After that, so A says the relationship between yoga and Tai Chi is important as both aim to balance the movement of the body connected with deep breathing. Okay, this is what both do. Okay, so one must learn how to relate. Okay, first they have given how they are important and why you should learn it. Okay, so F becomes the next option, with actual purpose of life. Okay, first you must learn how to relate. Okay, then first one must learn, first you should learn how to relate, and then this should be practiced in real life for leading a purposeful life. Okay, first you have to relate, then you have to learn, and then every flow of your body must coincide with the natural force. Okay, and finally muster up the energies and balance the body with open mind, give your heart a smile and move with a single stroke continuously. So this is just F and B are connected, yes, and E and D are connected, yes. So Vidya says C, A, F, B, E, D. Yes, correct Vidya, you're right, and I have also given you the option. So which one? So let's just, this one was pretty simple, wasn't it? I mean, there was nothing much to do. Which of the following is the last? Sixth is D, definitely. So fourth, which of the following is fourth? Fourth is B, right? Yes, fourth is B. Then which one is third? Third is F. Which one is second? Second is A. And which one is first? First we obviously know is C. Alright, bye bye guys, take care, see you until next time then, bye.